Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Lovin Keto, Ron's Weight Loss Journey, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to the channel? It helps other people know when they post the latest video like this one. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey, so please do your homework first before you get started. Welcome to week 120 keto results. And well, I'm happy to say that I'm down 10 pounds this week. I had a fantastic week coming off of Thanksgiving. I decided to do a 5-day beef and butter fast with a 2-day period of transitioning over to carbs. And I would say that 10 pounds is a success. And yeah, we know a lot of it was water weight from the water blow from all the holiday carbs, but it's amazing how the beef and butter fast really do work. And so we did the beef and butter fast. We started out the week at 227 pounds. Weighed in this morning, I was 217 pounds. And yeah, so I feel really good. I had a lot of energy. I did get the keto flu for a little while when I was transitioning over to low carb and back into ketosis, and I feel really, really good. So what did we do? Well, we first couple of days we had 20/80 ground chuck. We put 4 or 5 slabs of butter in each little container, tablespoons, and we switched off from the beef and butter ground beef over to a couple of steaks that I had made. I made some first cut steaks, and those were absolutely fantastic. One of them I took in there's some baking soda on one. I kind of like this. All sides, they got really well soaked with baking soda, and then I put in a cheesecloth, and in the other one I just did it regularly for my wife. And the one in the baking soda, after about 5 hours I popped that out of the refrigerator and stopped the excess baking soda, patted it dry, seasoned it really well, and it came out fork tender after I cooked it in the air fryer for about 20 minutes. And then one day we had that was really good. It was the best steak I actually ever had. And then I made a buttery sauce with the steak, and then we ended up having pork chops one day, and then I was kind of like eating the beef and butter in between all that. And to change that up, I was putting a little bit of pizza sauce in my ground beef with some cheese towards the end of my beef and butter fast, and while I was trying to keep as many carbs out of my body as I could. And then I started transitioning over the carbs. Yesterday I had a cheat day. I don't call them cheat days anymore. I had a raw day. I got a steak and cheese grinder from Daniella. It was a regular steak and cheese, really good. And that's all I had yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday, and I'm filming this out Sunday on December 4th. Yesterday I had a paying job in the morning that lasted to about 1. I had to take photographs and video. The guy in our city where he was packing everything all up from his former girlfriend, and he wanted me to just document everything to make sure nothing got broken. So that was a paying job for me. And then today, Sunday, I'm doing the Montezuma Corral, which is a concert in City Hall at 2 o'clock. I'll be there at 1 setting up. And then from 11 to 1, we got the Festival of Trees still going on down at City Hall. And then we have the Winter Stroll and tree lightning down at the Common today between 3 and 5:30. So my schedule for Sunday is pretty hectic and pretty busy, and so I'm filming my episode today because I'm going to be too busy editing video out for the studio, and I got to return that file to the guy that paid me for the job I did yesterday. And and I wanted to go to the studio yesterday to do a greeting for the Christmas greeting, but I didn't have time. So yeah, so that's pretty much all we got going on. So it's just and the other thing I wanted to talk about also, and I might talk about this in another video coming up later in the week. We got something going on at the end of the month. It's called the end of the year, going into the new year in January 2023. And if you're not already thinking about it, you should start making plans now on what you want to do going forward. Now, I'm down to 217 pounds this morning. I lost well over 116, 170 pounds, almost 120 pounds. And if you go back to January that year, it's well over 120. But Yeah, I really feel good. I got a lot of energy in my body and my spirit and my soul, and my everything is back in sync with each other, and I'm happy. I've been sleeping a lot better at nighttime. I'm just enjoying it. We did Friday night bingo, did the charity, but my wife didn't win anything. But we just go there and just enjoy the company. Got a call from my friend that I pick up every day. She's in her 80s. She fell in front of Walgreens in here in our city. She broke her hand and she broke her toe, whatever, and I felt so bad for her. But I just so I'm keeping her in my prayers as well. She lives by herself. Her daughter moved out to Las Vegas a few years ago. So these elderly people that live by themselves, you just got to feel bad for them. So my wife and I aren't quite that age bracket yet, but we do live in an apartment complex where we have like 41 other units here, and we all watch each other's backs here, and I like living here, and it's almost really in the downtown. That's why you see a lot of my photographs I post for the downtown area, because I walk in the downtown and take photographs of street photography, and a lot of my work gets published, and sometimes I get paid for it, and I just I enjoy it. And so what do we got forward for next week? We're going to continue on with the journey. We're going to do some keto meals this week. I did make one of my meals I made was a broccoli crust pizza. Never made it before. I was just thinking about a crazy nutty idea, and so I go on YouTube and I saw some recipes, and it looked pretty easy to make. So I wanted to actually use a regular broccoli, not the frozen kind. You could use the frozen florets, which is fine. But what I ended up doing was I ended up buying 2 good-sized broccolis, and I cut up all the stuff, and I just kept the florets. And I went to go put them in my food processor, and I go, what the heck? My food processor dead. It was died on me. I only used it a few times, and the motor must have burnt out the last time. It overheated, and I didn't realize it. And I tried switching to all the different plugs. I couldn't get it to work. So I got frustrated, and I threw that out. It was a KitchenAid food processor. But it was a small one. It wasn't that very big. And so anyways, I ended up taking the broccoli florets and I put it in my Ninja Blue Bullet, and I added a little bit of avocado oil just to kind of like mix it all up. And then I tried using my small little blender. So I ended up, and you can put it in a regular blender, but my blender was buried and I didn't feel like digging it out. So I ended up, I got the job done what I needed to get done, and I used most of the broccoli that I had cut up. And but anyways, I made the pizza. I added regular, whatever you want for spices in it, and I baked it up in the oven for 10 minutes after I formed the pizza crust. It came out nice and golden brown, and popped it out, and I added some tomato sauce on the top, some cheese on. Not onions, but I added some peppers on the top. That was my choice of toppings this time. Next time I'll probably do it as a meat lover's delight or something like that. But when you're making stuff like this, make it your way. And as far as the seasonings go, the amounts that I put down about in the recipe that I wrote up, but everything's according to taste and how you like it. If you want more, add more. If you want less, add less. If you want to add something different, like chili pepper flakes or anchovies or that sort of thing. I made this like a vegetarian pizza. That's what it was, really. And you can add, say, pepperoni on the top. I love pizza with pepperoni. I just didn't want. This is what I wanted because I'm switching. I'm gonna remind you now. This was my final day switching over to carbs. So that night at bingo, I had a hot dog and a slice of pizza, regular pizza and a regular hot dog. And that kind of like got me going back to where I needed to be right now. So right now I'm just being careful when I'm eating the rest of the way and the rest of the year. Now we got Christmas coming up in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks. But I'm thinking about regular lasagna from a local pasta land. Get a small one. I'm okay with having a small little square, and that's it. And then that's it. And of course I still want to get a holiday ham, and I'll probably have that on an odd day. And of course, at the end of the year, Donna and I celebrate it. Every year I go get Chinese food, and I don't feel guilty about it. And then I just move on 2nd of January, and at a fresh, clean slate. And and so 2021, at the beginning of January, the 1st, I weighed myself. I was 219. I'm 217. All year long, I only lost 2 pounds. So I think that's fantastic. Really, when you think about all the junk and all the stuff I went through this past year, the hip surgery and everything, losing, not gaining any weight. I was maintaining. I did try to go off of keto for a stretch from between the end of September, October, part of November, up until Thanksgiving, and I realized that I'm not quite ready for maintenance yet. So that's why I did the beef and butter fast, and I did it exactly how it was supposed to be done, and that was based on Jennifer Moore's. She was the original inventor of it, and I did exactly how she recommended it. And I went on a few other websites, YouTube channels that have done this in the past, and okay, well, how did they do it? And basically, I was doing it the same way. And then when it was transitioning over to my steak, I added in some, probably about a half a cup of peas. I don't know if peas are good for you with keto, but I mean, because I think they got carbs in it. But I was okay with the small amount that I had, because that's how I was kind of like going from beef and butter to regular foods. And today we're having a chicken pie that I made up, and for low carb. And like I said, again, I'm busy today. This is a long day for me today, so I figured I'd get my episode in early and get it done, and don't have to worry about it. But and then of course next week I'll be updating, showing you some video of the parade. They got a parade coming through at 5 o'clock, and then he, like I said, he lights up the city with all the tree lights. It's pretty cool, and I just enjoy everything. I'm just trying to, and I got in a meeting this week, Tuesday, at the Emergency Management Center, a 3-hour meeting. It's an annual meeting that they do, and and also this past week there, I had a city job, but it wasn't a paid job. Thursday, I went over to the number 2 engine house, and they had a brand new city fire truck that came in, and he wanted me to film it, and they were explaining the whole features of the truck and everything, the instructor. So I did that for the city. I turned that into the city, the video part of it. And then, I got an invite Thursday this week to go to the Christmas party at the Veterans Center. The Veteran Choir is going to be playing some music and doing their concert that they usually put on, and then of course there's going to be carby foods again, so I got to be vigilant in what I eat. And I told my wife I don't always have to eat when I go to these functions, but I'm just going to see for the heck of it. I'll grab out a couple of photos of the food that they're going to be serving, but I'm going to try to eat really sensibly, because I've been playing this like a yo-yo game, and with my body, and I kind of like want to just get out of that habit, because just because you get invited somewhere, you don't have to make, you got choices. You can do one or two things. You can bring your own food, which I've done before in the past without insulting anybody, and make something that everybody else can have. But maybe I'll talk about that in the video. I'm thinking about going to a YouTube live video this week, and so if I do, I'll let you guys know. Maybe I'm thinking about possibility about maybe Wednesday night, and maybe inviting Mike and Tom and see if they want to come and join me on. There's another YouTube channel as I follow, but it's going really good. I'm down 10 pounds this week. I don't know what else that's tough to say there, but anyways, thank you for joining my channel. Thank you for being part of the community and for supporting my weight loss journey. And so like I said, I hope you guys have a great week, and be watching for some more videos that I'll be posting. And I'll be refilming the broccoli crust pizza recipe over again, and they got a new setup in the back room that you'll like a lot better when they start filming out the recipes. But so hope you guys have a good week. I'm certainly going to, and enjoy your day. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay vigilant, and don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And Karen is sharing.